there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. This is today's card. It is a gorgeous little card. I found this on Pinterest. We're going to use the Love and Affection stamp set. This is actually retiring. So we had a you say goodbye, I say hello little drop-in open house type thing where all my friends could stop in and pick up their brand new catalog. So this guy is going live on June 1st. We have to say goodbye to so many wonderful things. May 31st is our last day to order from the current catalog. So there are still some great sales to be had, and this little guy is one of them. I had a goodbye stamp that we focused on, so I used this one, and a hello stamp, which is coming in the new catalog, so we did a card with that. So let me show you how we did this one really quick. We started off, let me find all my paper here. I started off by die cutting a piece of Emerald Envy oval and also a piece of Whisper White out of our Stitched Shapes framelits. And then I took a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 Whisper White cardstock, and I just laid my oval on the front, and I'm just going to draw very lightly. I'm going to trace my oval. Just helps me know where I'm stamping all of these flowers. And it's pretty much going to get covered up, so you really don't have to worry too much about erasing lines. But if you see some lines that need erased, you know, go ahead and do that after you're done stamping. So Emerald Envy ink. This is all the same stamp. Can't talk today. This is all the same stamp set that we're using. So I'm just going to do my leaves in the Emerald Envy. So I want to make sure I'm kind of using the oval pattern, but also not going off of my cardstock. I want to keep everything still on the cardstock, not going off, so that we have the oval shape showing. So you really have to kind of splay those flowers out way farther than you think. When I did it the first time, I didn't do the oval, and I laid my sentiment down and was like, oh my, you can't see anything that I just stamped. So I'm going to use a little bit of Blushing Bride and another one of the stamps from that stamp set. And again, we're just going to keep going in the circle. Oh, somebody's trying to call me. Must be telemarketer time. This is a really light pink. This is the Blushing Bride. We do have a new pink that's coming called Powder Pink, which is a little bit different than our Pink Pirouette and our Blushing Bride. All right, so we have some pink on there. We're going to keep going with the pink and go a little bit darker with our Melon Mambo. Okay, we're going to just keep going around in that circle. The nice thing that you can do is when you do lay your oval back on top, you can go back in and add any little spaces that you're missing. Definitely fill those in. You can see how I'm overlapping so many of them, and that is no problem to do that. So we got that. See, I have a hole right there. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. So anyway, I'm just going to leave it for now because I'm going to come back in with Night of Navy, and I'm just going to do a couple little flowers, and this really does just pop that color. I was surprised at how much I liked it once I put the blue flowers on here. Okay, that's about it. Now, I'm also going to take, now I lost my, there we are, my stitched shape, and I'm going to use my Melon Mambo ink and stamp my sentiment on here. It's a nice bright pink. Make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, so there's my sentiment. And then just to give it a little extra, I'm going to use one of the flowers. I just stamped that light pink one and just do that right here at the top. And I don't need to stamp off because it's so light. Now we're going to take some adhesive and we're going to attach our stitched oval to our green, our emerald green oval. I was very glad this emerald is staying. I really, really like it. Okay, and then some dimensionals. Just put a couple on there. You don't need many. A couple little dimensionals. So before I attach that, let's go ahead and attach this piece to a Melon Mambo layer here. It's a little bit easier to work with when you're putting adhesive on the back if your card is still flat. Once you have those dimensionals on, it can get a little bit tricky. And then I have, of course, my Whisper White card base. Some adhesive on there. All right, so it's coming along, coming along. All right, so now my dimensionals will go on. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. And I don't even see those little pencil lines. Now, the final thing I did was to take this Night of Navy marker and just do some little dots. And that just really pops that color even more. Now, we were kind of joking in class that we were calling this the fly dirt. It looks like little flies kind of jumped on your card and pooped everywhere. But I don't know, this used to be like a big trend years ago, maybe in the 80s or 90s. Like, I don't know what it was called, but you had these little dots on everything. But this card just kind of really calls for it. It just